Hey everybody, Tokasa here and welcome back to another My Hero Ultra Impact video. So, it is time. I've decided to show off my free-to-play account. As you can see, full 100 is who I rerolled for. I'm just going to go over who I have obtained, what the process was to obtain him, and just, I guess, little tips and tricks that I have done now that I am technically free-to-play, and, you know, it's a brand new account, so I guess it's like a tips and tricks guide. Now, not everything I'm going to say is, you know, bread and butter, best thing you should be doing, the most efficient thing. It's just what I have done. You may copy me if you would like, but I'll probably make a more thorough beginner's guide, I guess you could say, down the road. But for now, this is what I have done, so if this benefits you in any way, great. I'm glad and I'm happy that I'm able to help. But anyways, let's hop right in. I don't plan on making this video too long, just kind of go over little things, but these are essentially everybody I have re-rolled for. Now, it's not like when you make a new account, you get 1,000 gems from basically completing tutorial. I have, of course, spent a few more gems to obtain the team that I had, and I'll explain that in just a few seconds, but yeah. This is all the URs that I have gotten. I have freaking Ojiro on this account, which I don't have on my main account. And these are the SRs that I have obtained, Rs, but yeah. Anyways, so at the beginning, you have your 10 pull as soon as you download the game. I recommend summoning for 2 characters at minimum. If I had to be picky who the best are, I would choose Aizawa as number 1, and then Todoroki is probably number 2 because he has double AoE and he is beneficial in VE Tower when you do get there. But Bakugo is also a very solid option. I would also argue Green Hawks, but in my case and point, which I will explain in a few minutes, Hawks was not needed for me, but Bakugo or Todoroki with Aizawa, I think is the best you can do. If you're being really picky, you could go for 3 UR characters, but I really was just focusing on the reroll, which was full 100 at the when he was available. So getting Bakugo and Aizawa, I was more than happy with. And the reason I was more than happy with that is because the process to getting this character, the proper reroll, took multiple hours. I want to say like 7 to 9. And the reason why it took so long, and no, I wasn't just staring at my tablet re-rolling like crazy. I was working on the side, so I just had the tablet there because I just had it available to me, and I was just re-rolling like crazy, just trying to get the perfect reroll. And the perfect reroll for me was Deku with his memory, the memory that was on the banner. Is it his best memory possible? No. Probably not, but for the position I was in, it 100% was. So as you can see, I got the 1,000 gem reroll to work out perfectly. I got the character, or the memory for the character. Why this works so good on Deku is because it gives him a buff when he doesn't have persistence, skill, impact, and speed, and then it gives the team a buff when he has persistence. Very few characters can use this, only characters with persistence is what this memory is trying to say. And of course Deku has persistence, so that was the goal. So the goal was in the 1,000 gems to obtain 1 Deku and 1 memory. I can tell you after many hours, it did not happen. I got double memory, I got Deku with another character, I was just not getting it whatsoever. But when I finally got it, it gave me a special treat. I cannot explain how happy I was. So in the 1,000 gems, I wish I had screenshots I could show you, but y'all just have to take my word for it. I got the memory, and then on the second 500 gems, I got 2 full 100 Dekus. So in 1,000 gems, I got Deku duped up plus the memory. And then I got greedy. And I said, you know what? There's a chance we could get another one. So why not throw the gems at him and at least get up to 50 shards, right? Because then after you do 5 multis, which is 50 shards worth, you can at least get his ability board piece here, the Awakening, and it'll just make life that much easier. Well, on my route, or my journey to 5 multis summoned, I actually pulled him again. So then he's level 130. So then I figured, you know what, frick it. I'm just gonna go all in. How cool it would be to get a UR plus Deku? Is that the right choice? No. He's level 130. His UR plus ability pieces aren't like overpowered to another level where you should just spend your gems, especially if you're free to play. Do not do what I did. That's why I said this isn't really a tips and tricks guide. It is a stupidity guide, I guess you could say. But I was greedy, and I said, my luck's been pretty good. After all the hours of re-rolling, maybe it's finally time that the game blessed me well. And, boom, I have Miura Plus. Did it come home as easily as the other ones did? No. But did it come home easily? Yes. It took me 3,000 gems, so 6 multis, after getting my 5th copy. So in total, it took 11 multis, 5,500 gems. Technically 4,500 gems of in-game like earned gems, because you always get the 1,000 just from making your account. But yeah, 11 multis to finish full 100 Deku. And if you're gonna tell me that that is not a good account to have full 100 Deku done in 5,500 gems, plus the freaking memory, I don't know how anyone can ever please you in life, because I don't know how much more I could have tolerated rerolling, but once I got it, I was very, very happy. So this is where I'm at. And now I'll just kind of go over little things that I would recommend doing if you are a new free-to-play. I'm going to keep this very brief and short because I probably will make a more thorough guide on this in the future. But here is what I do. Main quest. Thing is the main area you should focus on, especially if you are new. Best for gems, best for account growth, ability boards, right? In the future when you need to start skipping to get gems, having these done 3-star is the way to go. How to beat these easily. I will help all my new characters or players or people that just want to follow me out as much as possible. Why was I so, like, you know, am I able to progress this as easy as I did is because of the name you see at the top there. I was able to follow my main account. So my main account has this Nejire. UR plus AoEs gives a dodge to the team. I cannot tell you how easy it is to progress through like the first 10 million stories because I have my main account available to me. Now I know not everybody has that, you know, that access to an account that can help you out. So don't worry, I will leave in the comments down below and description my friend code. So you can follow me. Now I can't promise you that there are available spots. Last time I checked, it was full, all 200. But I know there is quite a few on that list that are inactive now. So by the time you see this upload, I will have some available spots. Follow me. Hopefully my Nejire can carry you through main story, especially if you're starting a new account or if you are free to play and you're having troubles. Hopefully that does help you. Number 2 right now, is this a good time to make a free-to-play account or a new account? As if you're, by the time you're seeing this recorded. No. At the time of this video, we do have a data download coming out later today, and hopefully it's an Impact Fest banner. If you don't know what an Impact Fest banner is, it's basically a anniversary banner or a celebrations banner that we have going on, where rates for banners are 1.5. Because if you see right now, the drop rate, let me go to the official banner right here, is 0.7, right? Per UR, as you can see for the New Chocolate, 0.7. On Impact Fest banners, you have a 1.5% chance to pull URs, or the featured URs. Or maybe there'll be 1% if there's like more than one UR character available. And then the UR rates for everybody else are doubled compared to general pull banners where it's this, right? So you just have a better chance of getting UR characters, so I would only summon on banners like that. But if you want to play the game where you're just chasing your favorite character, let's say this Ochako specifically in the scene here from Season 6 is your favorite Ochako, by all means, summon for who you want. But if you're just trying to strengthen your account, I highly recommend summoning on an Impact Fest banner or a Festival banner because it will give you better rates, which gives you a better chance at getting characters. Not saying you're going to get better characters guaranteed, but if you're going to make a new account, or if you're going to make a reroll account, that's the time to do it. Don't go through the hours of suffering like I did. If I would have waited for Celebrations Momo, I probably would have had exactly what I wanted in an hour of time. Or 2, maybe. This took me 7, so I don't recommend doing what I did. But if you want to, suffer with me, by all means, just know you're not alone, because I did it with you. Anyways, that's my summoning recommendations and quest recommendations. Level up quests, of course, do this as much as you can. If you're able to follow my main account, that should help you get through all those. USJ, progress through this as much as you can. Try to do it like balanced. You just get the most USJ shards out of it. I know it looks like I just focused on Aizawa there because I had Deku, and I did. But if you're trying to get this up the most efficient way, try to get everything done one at a time. Or maybe just focus on your color advantage, actually. Maybe that'll help you the best. But doing them all will help you get the most USJ pieces in the future, the most efficiently, and the most amounts at once, especially at the beginning of the game. Case file, this is very, very good for free-to-plays because you get characters in here for free. SR characters for literally free, like this Todoroki. Now, SR characters aren't as good as UR characters, but the fact that you get their freaking orbs, and these orbs here, I don't know if I have any on hand, but let me go see. Let me go to a character. I might have them. If I don't, it is unfortunate. I do. So, I do not. I lied. But here, I used it on Seiji. Seiji is somebody that I did pull from my rerolls. And what those orbs do. So, Orb 1 will automatically get you to board 5. Or is it 4? Will automatically get you to board 4, no matter what. And then Orb 2 will get you done board 9 no matter what. So this is a huge power boost to your SR characters right off the bat. And just from doing case files, you are going to get... I don't know how many characters right off the bat, but you probably get a multitude of SR characters. So you get an Endeavor here. You get a Todoroki. Here's an SR orb for any SR character. Ones that don't have faces on the orb, it just means it's for any character. Or for this one right here, as you're seeing, it's only for Endeavor, right? And then at the end, you also get silver tickets, by the way. Silver tickets are for singles. You want to use those on Impact Vest banners usually because silver tickets can be used on any banner. And then you also get nice memories that can be beneficial for you, especially at the beginning of the game. And then once you get to the end of each case file, there's gems, another character, some nice parts for your base, good rewards here that you're going to get throughout all these case files. Just try to do them daily as much as possible. If you can't beat them all at once, that's okay. This is here for an unlimited amount of time. No rush whatsoever, but very good to focus on this in the beginning of the game. VE Tower and Climax Battle, I'm just going to skip that completely. If you're a brand new character, you are not going to be able to do these right off the bat. Climax Battle, even with my level 110 Deku, I've only done level B. I have not even tried A. VE Tower, you need 9 solidly built characters before you can really give this a solid attempt. And even then, you're only going to be able to beat it, which is going to give you gems, which is great, but you're not going to get a good score. So, VE Tower, in the beginning game, let's not worry about that. PvP. PvP is interesting. So, PvP, you're not going to be able really to compete very well, especially just starting. As soon as you unlock Arena, you might be able to get up a few ranks, but you're not going to move up the ladder very quickly. The nice thing about early PvP, as you're seeing, there's a good variety of teams and characters, which is a lot of fun. I can make a lot of fun recordings of this when my team is more viable. But as you can see, my battle power is only 196,000. So not the most viable right now, but once I get a more stronger team, if I'm able to grab Celebrations Momo, because that's the next time I will summon, and I will make a summon video on that. Oh yeah, so the reason I didn't full 100, like a compilation of all my rerolls, is because it was miserable and I was tired, and it was horrible. I did record it for a little bit, but of course after hours of attempting it, I just got sick of it. So if you're wondering why I didn't do a full 100 compilation of my rerolls, that's why. But yeah, when Celebrations Momo comes out, I definitely will make a video with my free-to-play account. So look forward to that when she comes out, because I do think Celebrations Momo is somebody you want for Arena. And why I think building an Arena team is more important than any other team is because Arena is the most consistent way to get rewards that benefit your account. VE Tower has proven that it's not every month, and VE Tower, anyways, is something you want to focus down the road because you're not going to be able to compete in VE Tower right off the bat, so we don't have to worry about that. Climax Battle, same thing. Rewards aren't amazing, and it's very difficult to do the hardest difficulties until you have a very strong team. And even then, Climax Battles are very relegated to specific characters, right? You can't just throw in your best characters half the time and win, so it's unfortunate. So PvP is really your bread and butter outside of main quest at the beginning of the game to get rewards. Build a good foundation for a team. If you want my personal advice, get Celebrations Momo and then work from there. That is when you should reroll. If you're just looking for... If you don't care about getting your favorite character or going for everybody, and you just want to have an account that is strong right off the bat, wait for Celebrations Momo to return. Reroll for Celebrations Momo, and that is a very good stepping stone to having a strong PvP team and a good team in general. You may not see it because she doesn't do any attacks other than her Plus Ultra, but the support she gives to the team, I promise you, is unmatched. I made a tier list of the best PvP characters. If you want to check that out, one of my previous videos. She's on a league on her own. She is still the best character in the game by far to me, especially in PvP, so wait for that to reroll. But anyways, back to this. This is my PvP team. This is where I think most people should focus on, outside of course, just grinding up main quest storyline. It gives you the best rewards. Speaking of rewards, in terms of little things I think you should do now, in terms of what you should do if you're new or re-rolling free-to-play, blah, blah, blah. Right here, Coin Shop, always buy the advanced leveling bags here. the flakes of power protein and speed jelly. If you don't want to buy the other things, by all means. But for me, it doesn't cost a lot, so I will just always do this. This resets every 6 or 8 hours. I can't remember off the top of my head. And these are very essential for advanced leveling. You're going to see at the beginning of the game that these are very scarce. It'll feel like that anyways. But I promise you, if you just do this every time it resets, it's either every 6 or 8. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. But when it does reset, just make sure to buy these. It takes one second, as you saw there. And this, over time, will build up a ridiculous amount. On my main account, I have like 1,000 of each of these. And like, I don't really have a use for them right now. So definitely recommend buying these when you can. By far. And it's just really good for leveling up your characters. For those that are brand new watching this, I'll just show you. You won't have this unlocked right off the beginning. But when you do, advanced leveling goes right here. And you throw these towards your characters. And over time, you will have all these leveled up. It is very, very good. In terms of the other shops, let's see what we got here. Don't worry about this till later. You're not going to have a lot of summons. This is for like selling memories, and then you can buy like top hero devices, which is something you put on memories, but that's more in the later game. So not really anything important for new players. UA High. So this is, you get all these medals here from beating the USJ. For those that are brand new, I'll just show you again. This is the USJ here. And the things that I would prioritize buying here is 2 things. One, this Bakugo. Why I think this Bakugo is important to buy is because A, he only costs 500, where other characters cost 3,000. Let me show you an example here. Kaminari, 3,000. Kirishima, 3,000. Ida, 3,000. Ochako here, 3,000, right? That is overkill, and I don't think they are worth it whatsoever unless you're trying to collect them all. I think getting 500 Bakugo is a really good starting stone. And you can get his 2 orbs here for 300 and 1,500. Like right now, I could get up to Ability Board 10, where you saw my Seiji was at, and I already got a good foundation, or a good start with my SR Bakugo. But outside of that, even looking further into the game, after you buy a character twice, you'll get a dupe copy, and every time you get a dupe of a character, you get stars. Stars are very, very important, and I'll get to it in a second what they can do, but 20 stars for 500 pieces is very, very good. I will get there in a second. But in terms of what else you should buy in this USJ shop, I recommend the best thing you can buy is Strong Battle Formation. Why I think this is the best thing in the game is because A, it's one of Celebration Momo's absolute best memories, especially if you're just starting out. I think it's her bread and butter. And just in other characters in general, I use this right now without even Momo, and that's because of 2 things. One, the max HP is nice, don't get me wrong, but it's not super important in early game. But 2 things. This shortened character's cooldown time by 1 is very, very nice in the beginning of the game, and this plus Ultra Gauge for all allies. This is why you want to get it. It is so much better when all 3 of your characters, after you do your 2 turns of successfully executed skill chains, when they can all plus Ultra on turn 3, it feels so much better. And I can tell you that I've experienced this, especially grinding up. Before I had this memory, I do not have my plus Ultras on turn 3 without this memory. It was annoying. But now that I have this memory on Bakugo, I believe, it is so, so good. So get this, and honestly, I would max it out if I'm being completely real. I would get multiple copies. And right now, if you get multiple copies, slap them on all 3 of your characters right off the beginning of the game. You may not get extra power, but getting the cooldown times to work for everybody, the plus Ultra Gauge game to work for everybody, mwah, it is beautiful. And I recommend this memory more than anything. And then once you're in the later end of your game, if you progressed a lot, max this out, slap this on Celebrations Momo if you were fortunate enough to get her, and you have the perfect character that's going to make the rest of your arena time prime and a lot more easy to grind up. So, very, very good there. Outside of that memory, Abyssal Black Body Sabbath is a really good one. So, in the later end of the game, when you have that other memory maxed, this could be really good too. Just really good for action skill. Good for speed. Speed is very important for arena, and good for action skill cooldown time lowering if you're getting attacked multiple times with somebody with lower speed. But this memory is just, I wouldn't focus on that now. Strong Battle Formation is personally where I would go. Now, there may be better ones. If you know better ways and methods and memories, by the way, leave it down below. I'll make a more updated guide on all this, but for now, that's what I think is best. VE Tower, like I said, don't worry about this right now. Stars. So this is what I was just speaking about with the 20 stars you get from buying Bakugo here twice. So every time you get a dupe of SRs, it's 20 stars, URs, 80 stars, and Rs, it's 2. But stars are scarce, especially for free-to-play characters. So what you want to use your stars on are on your best characters. I use everything on full 100. I think the best way to use your stars is to spread them out between your 3 main characters. For me, it's full 100, Seiji, and Bakugo here, but I'm stubborn and I put everything into full 100. Don't copy me, but spread them out balancingly, and it'll benefit you the most. But stars are very important, right? Stars give you extra ability boards on the peace route, and you won't have this DX peace route unless you have dupes, but this peace route, you get advanced leveling, and the main thing right here is this unlock skill. No matter who you are, you need to unlock this first, because for every character you want to use, because it gives you another piece of their kit entirely. Like, I don't have this right here unless I have that 10 star node unlocked for a character. So definitely put 10 stars into the characters you want right off the bat, or as soon as you get 10 stars, you unlock another piece of the character, which could make them so much better. So I definitely recommend that. And yeah, that's how I would use stars. And then the only other store here is Arena. In Arena, you're not going to be able to grind all these up very heavily. You know, you can't see behind my camera, but I only have 310 right now. It's pretty difficult for new players. But if I were you, I think the best place to use these are on stars. These can look tempting, and honestly, if you wanted to do it at the beginning of the game, you wanted to get these packages for your advanced leveling, I totally get it. For someone that knows that I'm going to stick around with this account for a long time, I'm just going to rely on dailies to unlock, like from the coin shop here, like as you're seeing here, as my resource for these bags. Now, if you're somebody that really wants to progress quickly, though, by all means, I think this is the second best thing to buy. I think for new free-to-play players, stars are the way to go. Stars, jellies, and then I would probably go tickets, right? These are nice. It's technically 50 gems that you could, that's equivalent to a single, and these silver tickets can be used on any banner. Impact Fest, general pool banner units, summer event units. It can be used anywhere, so that's where I would use those. So anyways, that is my quick guide on my team, the characters I have re-rolled for here, my progression of how I got this character UR+. Well, I mean, he's not done yet, but when I get the stars, he will be UR+. And my little tips and tricks of how to get better. Oh, actually, I lied. There's one more thing I want to show. Probably should have added that, but whatever. Trust. So when you are new, and I'm not going to give you the most efficient way to farm these up right now, because if you're new, just use your stamina on story one at a time. I'll probably make a more thorough guide on this later, but try to get all trust points, as you're seeing the monthly TP trust points, to 10,000. Every 10,000, or the first 10,000, I should say, you get on each character gives you 10 gems, right? And then after that, it's every 20,000, and then every 50,000. So it gets out of hand after that. But for the first 10,000 trust points, get that for every single character, which is what I did. Because every time you put 10,000 trust points into a character at the beginning of a month, it is 10 gems. I have like, what, 23, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 20, 27, 28 characters here. That's 280 gems I get for free every month. And you're going to get these gift packages here throughout time. There's a way to get large gift boxes efficiently in the future, but in the early stages, don't worry about that right now. You'll probably get a bunch of these, and yeah. As you progressively get those, put 10,000 total points, or trust power points, into each character monthly, and you will just be golden. It's a nice way to get gems. You build up that trust points with characters you use actively in story, which is why my Deku's at 134k. It's why my Seiji's at 135k. They're built up just because I've used them over time, right? So that's another way you can do it, just by using certain characters in monthly, or just in main quests, right? So that's another thing you can do. And yeah, very good for gems there. That's 250 gems I get for free a month, which is half a multi, right? And yeah, that's about it. There is the events that happen every 2 weeks. This is probably going to be out of your power level, especially if you are a brand new character. Like right now, there's no way I could do the boss quest ultra, but these do give some pretty nice rewards, especially once the second part of this event comes out. It's got good leveling rewards for specific colors. Ochako's blue, so it's going to be blue pieces this time. You can get some pretty nice things in here, like silver tickets. You can get these here. I would recommend buying the silver tickets and the gadgets to level up your characters. But once again, these aren't going to matter to you until you beat Quest 8. So this isn't... So that's like 8 chapters of story. So it's way down the road for you. But once you are strong enough, this is a good place to focus on some stamina as well. And now I think that's everything. Yeah, I believe that is everything. Of course, your awakening missions. I guess they're a small board thing. This is something you want to focus on. You put one of your main starting units in here. So this is going to be out of the characters you pulled in the initial 10 summons that you can continuously reroll till you're happy. These are the only characters you can use in here. Focus on this, and you'll get good progression for your characters. This is another good way to get a good UR character leveled up as fast as possible. That is everything I wanted to say. Anyways, a little bit longer than I thought, but I kind of covered everything I wanted to. So this is my character's account, and I guess it's a little tips and tricks guide for everybody that is watching. So hopefully this benefits you in some way possible. And if you are re-rolling, if you are thinking of diving into this game, hopefully this video gets to your attention and helps you a lot. And yeah, remember, I'm going to pin my main account's ID down below, so if you want to follow him for help in terms of just events and whatnot, hopefully that does the trick for you. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Until the next one, hopefully this helps one of you. Take care, have a great day, and until then, the next one, Tokuso.